everybody, and welcome to a special tour video, build study video with my friends from Intrinsic SMP. These are two of the guys. Ty, I don't know you. I'm sorry. We'll introduce in just a second. But Swan and somebody, I played with them on an old SMP called Villagecraft way back in the olden days of time, back about, what was it, like 3 years ago, probably?
Just about, I think 2.5 now?
Yeah, I think so. Something like that.
Yeah, it's been a while. That was a YouTuber SMP, and then these guys, whenever that ended, these guys peeled off and started their own SMP, and it's called Intrinsic. And here we are. It's the end of season 2.
Yes,
yep,
2.
Yeah,
that's right.
The end of season 2, right? And they're ramping up for season 3, starting here in just a couple days. So, guys, where are we? Take us around.
Well, this right here is our spawn. This is literally where we all started, and this structure was built for literally the block that we spawned in on, basically.
Oh yeah.
And things like that. But this is where it all began, was just right here. We had it was a really interesting setup here because there was 2 villages within 100 blocks of here. There's one out this way toward where you see all the bamboo and the Halloween tree. It's been torn down now because it was a zombie village, and we didn't know that when we picked the seed. And it was an interesting surprise because of how many half people went to one village, half the people went to the other, and you just saw death start racking up. But Tile had the fortunate honor of dying first for 2 seasons in a row. We did a districts theme this time. So we had an Egyptian, a Viking, we had a Victorian, there was a Greek that never got taken care of because it was like 2,000 blocks away from the next closest thing. This is where it all started, just down here, and it was definitely interesting. We had a lot more people then. We had during that lull I mentioned right before we started recording, there was probably, how many people do you think we lost? Like 3 or 4 this season? We decided to implement the shopping district inside of our spawn, basically. So this entire area over here is just shops, and it was very interesting because...
Yeah, I like it. I really, really like this stump. That's a super cool design.
This was one of the first ones. It's by, her name is Horsecraz. She is from season 1, and I felt so bad for her because she hand mined every single log that came out of here until the last 2 months of the server. And she is, I think, the second richest on the server. Maybe Swan is second richest now.
I might be second just because of my bed shop.
Yeah, we have a little bit of, the only lore we have here is that we have 2 bits. First is the pocket bed is the most holy thing the world's ever seen. He talked this up for about 9 months and just refused to make it, and there was so much hype about it finally happening that he got away with selling them for 50 diamonds each. And this thing was full.
It was half full. It wasn't fully full, but it was half full.
It was pretty close, though.
I guess if you open a shop later in the season, I guess you can charge a lot more because there are diamonds around.
That, and also just the amount of talk there was about there being pocket beds. I remember I was gone for a little bit due to some health things, and I just came back and this was here, and I was like, I have so many questions. Nice. And yep, there's redstone integrated all the way around. He has a mob farm built in for player versus enemy, like PvE style. There's PvP. He got a couple people involved. I think it was you and Jeff did like the rooms, like the team rooms.
When you ever get get it going next season, are you starting with a clean map, or are you going to keep going in this world?
Clean map.
A clean map. This seed was really, really good for this one area. It had a lot of variety, but looking around the seed, there's not really another spot that's as good. And I've always been the fan of like a fresh start. As I say that, I've been on the edge of tears for the past few days because I'm sick of this world. But
yeah, I'm really not looking forward to leaving this.
This is another build by Horsecraz. As you can imagine by the name, she is obsessed with horses. She falls into that stereotype very hard of girl who loves horses and everything about that stereotype. But this was a fun little late addition to this season, and
I like the idea of this racetrack. That could be something I'd like to add to my world. Just a nice little immersive sort of sporting sort of element. That's cool.
Yeah, and it was really interesting, a lot of fun, and she has all throughout here, like, she loaded up all of her horses from the whole game into, like, the whole season in here at different places, and she is, this girl literally, all that matters is having every animal in the game. This is our little Christmas district. This is something we threw together in little less than 2 days. And I think Jeff and Tile, you guys literally just kind of threw this idea together in, like, you were like, we should do this. And then everyone was over here already working on it pretty much. And this was our first event together on this season, basically. Like, we all kind of got on for the first day, and then we all did our own thing for like a month and a half, 2 months, and we decided we needed to do something together again. And it was literally like, I think Tile just sent out, me and Jeff are going to be in this little area building up a little Christmas village kind of deal. And like, I think 6, 7, 8 people were all on over here, like within an hour.
6 or something like that, yeah.
Yeah, this is something, once again, Jeff is one of those that just didn't leave the area. And this is what Jeff did. He built all this, everything on this main island is custom terrain, and it's just insane. And each of these have farms inside of them, I believe?
Yes.
Yeah, and it's just like, he did some astounding work with all this stuff.
Oh, I like this. I like this under area. That's cool.
The
that's
underpass
cool.
there?
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. But yeah, I still don't know how to do custom trees fix, so this area scares me, frankly. Even though it's the same custom tree a dozen times. Oh yeah, and this is why we had free iron this season, is also.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the old iron farm. Boy, I'll tell you what, the bedrock iron farms have been terrible for like 10 years, but they are really good and easy now.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, it's just like it's like a couple villagers, and that's all.
Yeah.
Like nothing. It's so easy. Yeah. This is great.
This was Jeff and I think Deb's doing.
Yeah.
Jeff did a
Diamond
lot
Deb?
of this stuff.
And Diamond Deb was here at the beginning of the season. She stopped doing YouTube for a while, and she let us know that she was going to leave, but she's back on Twitch now, I believe.
She's playing on the Nerd Legion server with Pat and Vex.
Yep.
Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah.
So
those are, if you don't know who those are some other former Villagecraft members. The first YouTubers I ever met, actually.
The Intrinsic has 2 main sayings, basically. The first one is Intrinsic, a place to call home, and the goal here is to be.
There we go.
We finally gave him OP. The goal of it is that everyone can have a sense of being able to belong. We always have this little joke of like, if you're able to make a joke and take a joke, that we have no problems, but otherwise, like, be respectful, be kind. We're going to be here for each other. We're going to do what we can. But the other saying is, does it hurt others? No, then I really don't care what you do. And because of it, we've had a lot of people that come up with wacky, crazy, insane ideas of what they come up with for ideas. Our shopping district this season was absolutely insane because of how many people were competing over certain prices. A couple guys decided that we needed to be able to get honey running and things of that nature. So we got a couple guys just sat down basically one day and busted out this little area, if you can see it.
Oh yeah, this is nice. Yeah.
Just like did a little small terraforming project and stuff like that, and it was one of those things when because I just stumbled upon it. I had no idea this was happening. I found it like 2 hours before the video went live, and I just lost my actual mind kind of coming over and just randomly. The finale is like right nearby, and that's where Tile, myself, and then Horse all settled down for the season. But this was just it's just a honey farm, basically, just glorified to look nice.
Yeah, it looks really nice. Yeah, I like the flowers. I like the idea of doing it underground as well. I've been trying to think of a good build to include some bees in my world as well recently, and I haven't really come up with anything quite yet. But this is cool.
Are you talking about the Vasten one or the Bedrock?
Probably the Bedrock one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm really excited for when you're. I know you're taking a little bit of a pause from Vasten, but I'm excited to see that.
Yeah, I just I'd been doing that for a long time since. Before I met you guys, and after probably close to 500 episodes, I just kind of need to just sort of take a deep breath, Yep,
and, totally get it. Totally get
but it's been good. I feel very refreshed, and I miss hanging with my friends, But they're doing great stuff and master builders.
And the reason for this is we've slowly over the course of time because the purpose of Intrinsic isn't just for it to be a nice little Minecraft community. It's a place to call home, and it's a YouTube community, and the idea of it is that people are able to do this and like be part of something bigger, be part of a larger community, and enjoy it. So we hang out non-stop, basically. There's always like a game night or movie night going on. We've done Kahoot nights. We've done a lot of stuff. And slowly over time, we found out of like, at the time we had 11 members, I think, and 3 of them were named Tyler. So they all bonded together and formed this.
Nice.
This is all my area right here. And the main focus of this, like, I wanted it to look nice when you like looked at it, but I also, the sound as you walked through was a big thing to me.
Yeah, I think I saw this video, I think. I remember you doing this at Terraforming, yeah. So
my big thing here is I want it to be something that like the sound was a big deal. So there's all the different stone and wood and just...
Yeah, especially all the new sounds now with that they added here in the most recent patch. Actually, was that in 1.16.1 or 2? I don't remember when they added the new sounds.
1.16.1.
And just so you know, Fix, there were like some other areas that people built and things like that, but they were either like only one person was in that area or it's excessively far away. But we're gonna wrap up with Horse Crisis area actually, which is over this way. So Horse is an interesting situation. She is one of our youngest YouTubers, and she's still like, it was one of those things, the way she got into Intrinsic is she sent us an image of a boat and we basically went, yep, she's in. It doesn't matter what she does, she's in. And after about a year, we realized that when she built the boat, the whole hull of the boat just looked off. And she took that as an opportunity of like, okay, I need to fix this. I need to prove that I can do a boat correctly. And that's basically what she just did this season. This is kind of what Intrinsic is. The whole purpose of Intrinsic, we're not a server all about like, oh, how many videos are you able to put out? Are you able to go do this? We're trying to encourage each other to do what each of us can and push each other to do the best that we can. We hang out constantly, like literally like 5 minutes before we got into this, a bunch of us were playing Among Us because we were bored.
Nice.
We've had Kahoot nights, we've Tile Style started a Don't Starve Together series with a few people and just hung out. Like, it's what Intrinsic is. And it's... I got, like, very emotional about it the other day. Just because... Well, my entire goal was to be able to start a small community on YouTube of YouTubers that, like... Because YouTube, like, Fix, you know this, before Wells Night was able to give you that shout-out, like, it was tough getting going and stuff like that, and then... that happened and it made it a little bit easier, but those beginning, like, there's some times where it's like YouTube feels challenging, right?
Oh, certainly. It's a grind. I mean,
yeah,
it's a grind.
and I'm sure it still is for you. And it's one of those things, like, we just wanted a spot where we'd be able to push and encourage each other through that grind, and this is what happened this year, and we're hyped up for next season. We got a lot of people, a lot of new people. We tapped into a new market. We got a lot of PvP focused people that want to build mini games.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, those are fun.
So it'll be really good. But that's basically what we had prepped and thought was good to be able to show you, Fix.
Well, guys, thank you so much for the tour, and it's nice to catch up with you guys. We have spent a lot of time playing together over the years, and it's nice to catch up with you guys again. If anyone is interested in joining Intrinsic SMP, if you're looking for a place to play, if you have a YouTube channel or a Twitch channel, then contact them. Join the Discord. I guess I can put a link in my description.
Thank you.
Okay, and yeah. Hit them up. These are very, very cool folks, and we go back a long time, and I know you'll have a good time if you're looking for a place to play. And I look forward to watching what you guys do in Season 3. So thank you so much for the show round, and I will see you all next time.
Awesome. Thank you, Fix.